today I'm here with a quick recipe video. It's a chili con carne. So there's only 3 main ingredients really. We've got a pack of 500 grams. This is 10% fat steak mince. And we've got a pack of microwavable long grain rice and a jar of chili con carne sauce. This is Uncle Ben's. I'm all about convenience, so this is why I bought the pre-made jar and the microwavable rice. But by all means, if you want to buy these ingredients in raw and make them yourself, you can do that. And then we will be using Fry Light olive oil spray, and I'll be using pink Himalayan sea salt and a little bit of parsley for seasoning. Alright, so the utensils you're going to need for this is a pot or pan, a spatula, and then you're going to need a microwave for the rice, and that's it really. Alright, so turn on the stove and let the pan heat up for about 2 minutes. Alright, then you're going to spray a little bit of this Fry Light olive oil onto the pan. Okay, and then you put the beef mince into the pan, and you're going to want to take this paper bit off and fry it over a medium to high heat for about 5 minutes until the mince is turned brown. So you want to keep stirring the mince around the pan to make sure it cooks evenly. Okay, when the meat has been cooked through, you want to reduce the heat to a low, and then the next stage is to add in the chili con carne sauce. So just pour in the chili con carne sauce into the pan and then give it a good stir to make sure everything is mixed up nicely. I always put a little bit of water in the jar and then shake it up, because some of the sauce is normally left on the sides of the jar. So then we just pour the rest in and give it another stir. And then you're going to want to let this simmer for around 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. A few minutes before this is done, I'm going to add a little bit of parsley. And then I'm going to mix it in now. Now what I also like to do is add a little bit of honey. And then stir that in. So just before the chili con carne is finished, I'm going to put this in the microwave. But first, I'm going to break up all the grains by squeezing the packet, and then you tear a hole in one of the corners, the top corners of the packet. Just a small hole like that. And then we put that in the microwave for about 2 minutes. Alright, and then when that's done, take it out of the microwave. I'm just going to let it stand for a minute. You can also turn off the stove. So just let that stand for a minute or two to cool down. Okay, so now you want to grab a plate or a bowl, and then you put the rice in. So just open up the packet, pour the rice in. I will be using a whole packet today, but if you're trying to cut back on carbs, you can use half a pack or however much you want really. I will be using half of this today, and then I'll save the other half for tomorrow. I'm just going to split it, and then I'm going to put half of this chili con carne into the bowl. So then you can put the other half into a bowl or some sort of storage container. It can go in the fridge to use later. Back to the dish we're going to eat now. I'm going to add a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt. And sprinkle with a little bit more parsley. And there you go, a nice, quick and simple healthy recipe. Took no more than 15 minutes. So the total macros for this meal, I've logged everything in MyFitnessPal. You're looking at 63 grams of protein, so it's very high in protein, 107 grams of carbs, and 31 grams of fat. So that gives total calories of 989. So it is a lot of calories, it's very calorie dense. I probably wouldn't suggest it to someone trying to lose weight or diet. It's great for bulking if you're trying to add on some size or need some more calories in your diet. If you do want to reduce the fat content of this meal, as I said, you can use lower fat mince. I've used 10% here, you can use 5% if you want to. Or I think in America you can even get 3% fat mince. If you want to reduce the carbs, you can have less rice, like half the pack, or you can possibly even get a lower calorie or lower sugar version of this chili con carne sauce that I had. I did also eat half of the whole recipe because I normally eat a lot of food. I needed to sustain my training and stuff, but obviously if, say, you're a female or a smaller guy or something, or you just don't eat as much, you don't have to have half of the recipe. You can split it into 4 or 3 servings, and obviously there'll be less calories and macros per serving. So just do whatever suits you.